Hey there, welcome to Concept Hunter. Today we're going to talk about The Last Samurai, which does something you've seen before, especially if you've played Broforce, which is a game I'll reference quite a lot today. And that's just destroy everything, really fast-paced, crazy type of gameplay, which could be a lot of fun, but there's a small issue here. Well, not a small issue. There's an issue here that kind of bothers me, which is why I stopped playing this game and didn't finish it. And first of all, let's talk about the controls. WASD or the arrow keys to move around, and you can use space or K in order to shoot. So you have two keys actually. In a little bit we'll discover that you can also use, you're supposed to collect scrolls, and you're supposed to use X or L in order to throw grenades. So it's K and L or space and X instead of being Z and X. And that's kind of weird for me because space is not that of a comfortable key. I would prefer using the arrow keys and Z and X, but because it's X and space, I'm using K and L, which feels a little bit odd. Not a huge deal, just something that most games use Z and X. Space is not that comfortable of a key for pretty much anything. At least jumping for you is the up arrow key. Thank God for that. So you can throw grenades, they blow up, and as you can tell, I could destroy all of the terrain pretty much, and sometimes terrain contains more bombs that I could throw. I currently have 5 at the top right. And that's pretty much all there is to this game. This is fun and great. Now, if I am to reference Broforce, which is similar gameplay, very similar gameplay, the biggest thing about Broforce is that there is insane diversity in the game because you keep changing up your characters. In case you're unfamiliar with Broforce, it's pretty much this game with tighter controls and more diversity and some kind of crazy theme and story. So, putting most of that aside, the fact that there's a ton of diversity in Broforce makes it constantly interesting. And here you only have one character, and it kind of gets old quickly. I haven't progressed much through the game. There might be more to it, but I don't think there is. I think this is just kind of where the majority of the levels lie in terms of diversity. This is just kind of what you have. That's okay, but I wish to see more. Maybe not different characters, but just more to this character, more different types of weapons and power-ups and stuff like that. Because currently I just shoot. It shoots very quickly. It sometimes shoots very quickly and sometimes shoots kind of slowly, which is, I don't really know the reason for it, but that's just how it works. Sometimes really fast, sometimes really slowly. But in any case, that's pretty much all you could do. And it does destroy stuff very quickly, which could be an issue because the main problem with this game is control. The controls need to be very, 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 very tight because it's so fast-paced and crazy, and because you could literally just destroy everything. Well, not everything. There are these blocks that you can't destroy. But you could destroy most things and actually cause yourself harm. I mean, right now, I could fall down. I have to be careful here, and I cause this. You could actually screw yourself over by, if I destroy all of these and I start over here, then I simply cannot pass. And that's my fault. So I need to be very careful with what I do, but I need to have perfect controls for that. I need to have incredibly tight controls for that. And for example, there's the ninja over there, and I want to shoot him, and it's actually not that easy to shoot ninja if I'm over here and I just want to jump up and shoot them. It's actually really difficult to land shots, even if I spam. And if I'm spamming, which I don't necessarily want to do, if I'm spamming, I just kind of destroy everything, and then I won't be able to reach up because I can't jump that high. So I need to be careful. I need to be more precise, and I don't feel that I have much precision in terms of shooting and in terms of how much the jump actually leaves room for air. It might be that the jump needs to be a little bit more floaty. In terms of jumping vertically, if you jump like so, this is a very, very, I mean, it jumps quite a far way to the left and to the right, and there's not much air control. You are redeemed a little bit by the fact that there's a double jump, but it feels like I don't have a ton of control, and the biggest culprit is when we're talking about air jumps, not air jumps, excuse me, wall jumps. When you do a wall jump, if you're on the wall, you can see me that there's a little bit of a different animation. I'm on the wall, and when I just press the up arrow key, I actually jump vertically to the left. I'm jumping off the wall. And this is fine if I asked for it by pressing left, but I didn't. I just pressed up, and I expect just pressing up to be not so much to the left. I expect it to be kind of upwards. And if I'm traversing a wall, if I'm climbing up a wall, this is not very comfortable. Wall climbing, if there's just a long vertical wall, a long horizontal wall, and you just want to jump upwards, it should be a lot more comfortable, and it did not feel very comfortable to me because it jumps off away from the wall too much. And that's actually a really big hindrance to me. Other than that, there's not much more to say about this game. It's fun. It's fast-paced. I wish it was just more precision all around from every element of the game. And there's also... I don't know if this is a big issue because I need to play the game more and I didn't, but it might be that the foreground and background, that when you destroy stuff, that it's kind of hard to see what I can stand and what I can't. That might just be me, but I didn't feel that with Broforce, and I do feel it here, that it's kind of hard. I can't always tell exactly what's going on, and I want to tell what's going on a lot better in a game where it's so hectic and I can pretty much destroy everything. So it's just the more precision, and other than that, it's a really fun game that I feel like, you know, Broforce was probably a spiritual guidance for you, you know, probably inspiration, which is great. I see the enemies do this thing that they do in Broforce where they're like, oh, you're there? Okay, 1-2 seconds, then they shoot you, which is perfectly fine because you die in one hit, which is what you're expected to do. It's expected to be kind of hardcore and difficult in that sense, and this game achieves that quite well. So you go around, you collect all the scrolls, and you reach the ending. You don't really care about killing these guys, which is again pretty much the same as in Broforce. And other than that, it's just a fun little game. I wish it was just more precise. It's called The Last Samurai. It was done by GeoViz, and that's it for Concept Hunter for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.